I forgive you, but that don't mean I'm gonna allow you back in my life. I know exactly who you are. You gotta watch who you talk to, and you gotta watch who talk to you, because words are seeds. You can't let anyone speak into your life. You might not want to be rude and say, I don't want to hear that. But when that person complaining, gossiping, tearing people down, trying to put a whole bunch of doubt in you, you got to let them know, I don't want to hear that. I rebuke that. And a lot of times we don't want to be rude, so we act like we listening to that person, but really ain't. But just like if you throwing seeds on the sidewalk, pretty soon one of them seeds gonna bounce and get in that soil. And words are seeds, and our soul is like soil. And pretty soon one of them seeds gonna get in your life and grow a harvest, and you wonder why you feeling bad, thinking bad, and doing stuff out the ordinary. It's because you letting that demon speak in your life. So you gotta watch who you talk to, and you gotta watch who you let talk to you, because words are seeds for real. We try to force someone to mess with us. We try to force someone to believe in us who would never believe in us. We trying to force someone to like us who would never like us. And we sitting there forcing ourselves on people instead of being with a person who understand our uniqueness, who see our gifts, and who want to work with us, and we could help them and they could help us, and we could flourish together instead of trying to win approval from someone who would never approve of you. I learned this, and I learned this the hard way. You got to go where you celebrate it and not where you tolerate it, because you will hinder yourself and waste a whole bunch of time trying to win over people who you could never win over for real. We can't make changes in our life because we are not self-accountable. The moment we blame somebody, the moment we blame our mama, the moment we blame the white man or our supervisor or our baby mama, man, we can't make no changes because we gave them all the power and made them our God. But the moment we look in the mirror like, damn, I messed up. Now we could look at ways to correct our mistakes. But that's too hard for these weak weasels. It's so easy just to blame, and blame. And a real accountable person don't want to hear excuses. Nobody want to hear your excuses but you and other weak weasel excuse makers, for real. Law of attraction. Law of attraction. As a man thinketh, so is he. Whatever we thinking about, whatever we focusing on, whatever we dwelling on, we giving that all our energy, and we just going to attract more of that to our life. So we got to think about what we thinking about, because if we thinking about what we don't want all the time, I don't want a liar, I don't want a cheater. We giving that all our thoughts, all our energy, so we just attract more of that to our life. And so my word is focus on and think about what you do want, so you could attract more of that to your life. Christ said, as a man thinketh, so is he. So we got to watch what we thinking about for real. I learned, man, just go by actions. Just focus on actions. Don't even listen to them words. People will flatter you and tell you anything. People are so full of shit, they won't even tell you no, knowing damn well they ain't on what you want, but they'll keep leading you on, and you just wasting a whole bunch of time listening to them make every excuse why they can't do what they say they gonna do. And so one thing I learned, man, if you really want to do something, you'll find a way. And if you don't want to do something, they'll find an excuse every single time. And so just take people on their actions, because people will tell you anything and waste a whole bunch of valuable time. That's priceless, for real. I believe in the golden rule. Doing to others as you want done to you. Treat people how you want to be treated. We call it karma, but in the spirit world, it's the golden rule. We think spirituality is something deep, but spirituality ain't nothing but sowing and reaping. Whatever you do, you get this. If you think this, you get this. If you speak this, you get this. If you do that, you get this. It's just sowing and reaping. And so we walk around talking about what we don't eat, what we don't wear, all these funny sayings, but how do you treat people? And that spirituality at its purest form, doing unto others as you want done to you, for real. Overthinking is a killer of joy. It's a killer of dreams. It's a killer of opportunities. It's a killer of your own peace. Too many times we should make a move and just get started, but we overthink and kill something before it even got started. We got to wait till we got the right amount of money. We got to wait till the perfect time. We got to wait till we get approval of people before we could make a move. And opportunities come and go. Opportunities don't go nowhere, just go to somebody else, and we'll miss an opportunity sitting there overthinking, waiting for the weather to be right, waiting for the time to be right. And a lot of times we need to just get started and to take that step, for real. Don't match energy. Don't match energy. When you a person of integrity, when you a person who stand on something real, man, don't kill that to match a low-level, low-frequency person. Just because this person being a scumbag, you going to become a scumbag and kill who you are just to match energy with this person? You going to go lay in the mud like a pig just so you could match energy with a pig-thinking motherfucker? Nah, man, you keep your integrity. For real. Me personally, I'm starting to believe love is an action. People will tell you anything. People will tell you anything just to manipulate you. People will play on your temptations, know your likes, your dislikes, act like they agree with you, give you every flattery word just to get around you, use you, manipulate you, and then they got what they want, then they gone. That's why I really believe love is an action. I want to see it. I don't want to keep hearing what you gonna do or what you think or how you feel. Let me see your action. Because people will tell you anything and their action will be totally different and they'll make every excuse. I don't want to hear no excuse. I want to see it. Don't tell me you love me. I want to see it. Love is an action for real. Keep your spirit fed. Just like your body needs physical food, your spirit needs spiritual food. Just like when you eat a whole bunch of junk or bad food, you feel bad in the body. And so when you feed your spirit a whole bunch of negativity, let somebody gossip in your ear all day, man, that upsets your spirit. You feel bad in the spirit. You feel bad in your mind and wonder why you depressed. We got to feed our spirit inspiration, positivity, motivation, staying in scriptures so we can have our spirit right, so we can feel good in our spirit and be a blessing to other people for real. Too many times we can't grow or learn nothing new or be the best version of ourselves because we're not correctable. When you're not correctable, people will let you continue to make the same mistake over and over and over and won't correct you. And that one correction might make you great. But if it's going to be a debate or back and forth or a million excuses why you did this, man, a person let you keep bumping your head over and over and won't even correct you. So one thing I learned, to be the best version of yourself and to elevate at anything, you have to be correctable for real. You can't make sense to somebody who have no sense. You can't help a person who don't want to be helped. You cannot change a person who don't want to change. You can't even correct them because they don't want correction. They want to make excuses and blame. They don't want no self-accountability. It's easier just to blame. And too many times we be eagles, but instead of soaring with other eagles, we go down to the chicken coop and tell this chicken to quit eating his own boo-boo. You got wings, you can fly, but that chicken is happy right there in that chicken coop waiting to get ate. And we trying to get this chicken to fly when we should be soaring with eagles. We cannot change people. It is a drain for real. The power of gratitude is real. Just think about the people you give to and they ungrateful. They don't show gratitude. They still complain. They don't appreciate nothing. You don't want to give that person nothing else. Matter of fact, you want that person away from you. And then think about the person you give to or be a blessing to, and they so grateful. They appreciate the little thing you gave to them. Man, you want to give more to that person. You want to be a bigger blessing to that person. You want that person around you. That's the power of gratitude. Now look at our own life. We sitting around complaining what we don't have, what we don't got. Man, God blessed us with a lot. We still complaining, always the bad news and just telling everybody what's going wrong in our life. Man, why would God want to bless you with anything else and you not grateful? You don't want to give to somebody ungrateful, so why would anybody else want to be a blessing to you? Why would God want to bless you and you ungrateful for the things you got? And then when we lose that, we sit there and complain about that. If we don't appreciate what we have, we will lose it. So I learned to be grateful for real. When you no longer care what people think, you kill that image or that public perception, and you show the world your flaws and you live your truth, man, it is so freeing. It is so freeing because it is a mental and spiritual prison when you're trying to be something you ain't, trying to be perfect, worried about what people think, trying to cover your flaws up so you overcompensate with this image or this persona because you're afraid to live your truth. And that's why we got anxiety and all this mental health. It is so freeing when you live your truth. And then you realize people got the same problems and issues that you have. You are not that important. For real. I learned some stuff ain't personal. It's just in their nature. When a gossiper gossip about you, it ain't nothing you did. That's what they do. Gossip. But it was all cool when they was gossiping about everybody else. You was all ears and you ain't stopped that person. You just listen. And now you mad because they gossiping about you. You know they was a gossiper, but now you taking it personal, and it's not even personal. They gossip. When the bumblebee sting you, it ain't nothing you did special or bad. That's what bees do. It's in their nature. They sting. We waste too much time wondering why a miserable person don't like us. man, that person don't like themselves. That person don't like anything positive, anything joyful, or anything good. And here you go walking around with your positive energy. You smiling, you grateful. Man, that irritate that person. Man, misery loves company. And when a person miserable, they are not satisfied till they make everyone around them miserable. It ain't nothing you done. That person just miserable. So quit wasting time trying to figure out why that miserable person don't like you, for real. Every great decision I made was following my gut feeling. And every tragedy in my life and every bad decision was me ignoring my gut feeling, going on what I think, or asking for somebody else's opinion. Too many times we had that gut feeling, which is God speaking to us. And we ask the opinion of people and let people talk us right out of what God put in our heart and our soul and our spirit. So I learned to obey that gut feeling. That is God speaking to you for real. I cannot and I will not waste time with people who waste my time. I cannot be around people who waste their time and take time for granted. Time is the most valuable thing we have. You could waste money. You could make more money, but you waste your time is gone forever. And you could tell how somebody value you by how they value your time, for real.